If you're interested in learning how to moisturize your low porosity natural hair, you are in the right place, because in this video I will be sharing just that, because my hair is actually low porosity as well. And I thought, why not come up here and show you how to moisturize it and just give you a few tips about how to obviously allow your hair to remain hydrated and moisturized and juicy. So if you're interested, keep watching. So the first question we want to ask ourselves is, what is porosity or hair porosity? And the answer to that question is pretty much the level or the extent to which your hair absorbs or takes in water or hydration, and how well it actually holds on to that moisture, how well it maintains that moisture. So you can have low porosity, high porosity, or medium porosity, which is also called normal porosity. A lot of us actually have the low porosity, which just means that it takes a while for our hair to, soak up moisture or water, and it takes a bit of time as well for that water to be released. And that's hugely attributed to the tightness of the cuticle. So the cuticle does not readily open, and obviously if it doesn't open that readily, then moisture will not go in there as easily. So if you're a natural that actually does not know if their hair is low porosity, high, or medium porosity, I guess that's a video for another time, because we can go into detail about that as well. But in a nutshell, if you want to know what your hair porosity is, just wash your hair clean, and just pick one of the shed hairs or a few of the shed hairs from that wash, and place the hair into a jar of water. So just water in a jar or a cup, and put the hair in there and leave it in there for at least 10 minutes to determine if your hair is low or high or medium porosity. If the hair just sort of sits on the top, it's low porosity, because obviously it's not absorbing that water that readily. If the hairs sort of sit towards the middle of the jar, then it's normal or medium. And then if it sinks right down to the bottom, you're a girl with high porosity hair. A lot of us, especially with type 4 hair, we find that our hair just lingers on the top, guys. It's going nowhere. Like my hair, when I do this test, it's like just hanging there. It's just sitting on top of the water. It's floating, like literally. So it just goes to show how much care we need to put in when we're dealing with low porosity hair, to make sure that all the products and the work and the hydration and sealing and all the good stuff, to make sure that that is actually being effective. So here's some tips to just help you maintain moisturized hair, even if you've got low porosity. The first thing is to just implement a sealing or hydration and sealing method that allows for you to be able to lock in moisture as effectively. So one method I would recommend is the lock method, where you apply a leave-in conditioner or water, an oil, and then a cream. That really, dramatically really changes how well your hair can hold moisture. Another one is to try and use products that have a focus on moisture. So there's products that will actually say, hydrating or moisturizing. Those will be great products just to make sure they, target the dryness that a lot of us low porosity hair naturals experience. Next, you want to take your time when it comes to actually applying product in your hair. Don't be in a hurry. Just make sure you work through that product with a leave-in conditioner, oils, etc., because it just allows for that cuticle to really absorb and take in the product. And you also want to try and use warm water to spritz your hair each time you are rehydrating it or remoisturizing, because the warm water actually helps open up your cuticle once again. So warmness helps the hair expand, and in that expanding, it actually allows water to seep through, which is what we want. And while the water has seeped through, you want to quickly go in and seal that moisture in. So, it's not all the time you'll be able to use warm water, but if you can, it's a cool little trick to just help you moisturize your low porosity hair. Use a good sealant. I like to use heavier oils like castor oil or shea butter. And recently I have been looking for products that actually say low porosity, for low porosity hair. And I have discovered this wonderful product by Cachos. Is it Cachos or Cachos? I'm not sure. Cachos Brazil, and it's targeted for low porosity hair. It's a great product because it actually has made a difference in my regimen. It feels a little bit grainy when you first get the product between your fingers, but then just a little bit of a rub between the fingers, it just melts away beautifully. It's a natural product. It does not smell great just as a standalone, but in my hair it doesn't smell like anything at all, so I'm not worried about the smell. It's a great product, and if you have products or access to products similar to this, give them a go, give them a try and see how they work for your natural hair. The other thing I want to share with you guys is to fall in love with deep conditioning your natural hair. Do not run away. Do not avoid this. If you've got low porosity hair, deep conditioning your hair is going to benefit your hair greatly. I can't even stress how effective deep conditioning is at actually helping you absorb and retain moisture. I personally deep condition for at least an hour because I give myself or my hair enough time to take that moisture in, but even 30 minutes is fine. It works well for a lot of people. You just have to see what works for you and obviously follow the instructions on the product that you're using. I hope I'm not the only one who recycles my parts. It just really makes life easy and just reduces breakage. You should try it. In this video, I actually am just using my leave-in conditioner and the porosity butter from Cachos Brazil, guys, and just working those products in. My hair is left soft, moisturized for days, and I love it. Normally I would go ahead and use the lock method or castor oil and shea butter or whatever, but this time I'm using this product that's specific for low porosity hair, guys, and I love it. I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. I will see you in the next one. Ta-da!